It's handled.
Hi guys, welcome back to Elevate Your Vibe with Clare. Here at New Year's Eve, writing down my goals, going through the things I want to achieve this year. Like one phrase that came to mind was it costs what it costs. And when you think about it costs what it costs, I feel like this applies to many areas of life, whether it's your fitness journey, weight loss journey, financial plans, business ventures, even your 9 to 5, your jobs, school, whatever it is, it costs what it costs. And I feel like in the society we live in today, it's so easy to want to cut corners or try to find shortcuts, or I don't know. I just feel like people have kind of normalized not putting in the work, or it's like we want results for the work that we didn't do. Like one thing I realized, especially when it comes to like my fitness journey, like I've been gymming and doing my fitness journey for a couple of years now, and I noticed that people would look at me and be like, wow, like how did you get to this point? Like how did you get your legs to be this toned? Or how do you, like, just things like that. And when you tell them you tell them the solution, you tell them what you do, and it's like they're not willing to put in the work. But I feel like I can even see it in my own life, or when we can see in our own lives where we may have a plan. So like for me, I know I have weight loss goals, and it's so easy to think, you know what, I can balance eating whatever I want and working out. And although you can do those things, as long as you do it in moderation, I feel like it gets to a point where you actually have to sit down with yourself and be honest and say, like, if this is the goal that I want, I can't continue what I've been doing. I feel like it's so easy to want things, want the bag, want the money, want the job, want the guy, but it's like, are we willing to put in the work? Because no matter what it costs. Like, whether you decide to do the work or not, it costs what it costs. And when it comes to glowing up, elevating your life, just leveling up in general, you tend to lose things, or you have to sacrifice things. Like one thing that I've had to sacrifice is my social life, or friendships, or relationships that can't coexist with you. Like you can't be the best version of yourself. You cannot be a powerful woman. You can't be an influential woman or a powerful person or influential person with a group of friends around you, or a group of people around you, or a group of people that aren't going anywhere, or people that don't motivate you, people that don't lift you up. You can't be both those things. So it costs what it costs. Like you can either be the person or the woman surrounded by the girlfriends or the big friendship group, or you can be the powerful woman who stands alone. That's not to say you can't have friends and relationships, but you find that those things tend to be rare or hard to find, because when you get to a certain point in life, you start to intimidate people. One thing I'm going to say is that people want you to do good, they want you to do great, they want you to do better, but not better than them. So you'll even find that the friendships you do have, no matter how much you desire them, you can't keep them because you surpass them. And that's not in an arrogant way or in a prideful way to say you're better than anyone, but it just is what it is. Once you get to a certain level, you cannot have associate or mix up with people that are not on your level, because one, they'll either try to bring you down to their level, or they're neutral, and that which is quite rare anyways. But either way, they're not adding. If someone's not adding something to your life, there's no reason for them to be there. Like honestly, 2025, we're prioritizing beneficial relationships, and that goes both ways. So it's not that you're giving more and receiving less, or they're giving more and you're giving less, or you know what I mean. But we're looking for respectful, high quality experiences in 2025, because yeah, we left all that stuff into, we're leaving all that stuff in 2024. The lack of boundaries, the low quality experiences, the low quality friendships. Like friendships are not reciprocated or reciprocal. Like one thing I did realize in 2024, which opened my eyes to a lot of things, was that many, if not all, my friendships were non-reciprocal. Like I'd find that I'd be pouring into relationships, whether it's with friends from uni, friends from my childhood, or even like family, cousins. Like you really start to, when you step back and really realize, like, you've been watering a lot of dead plants. Like I realized in this year, 2024, that I've been watering so many dead plants, a lot of dead plants, and I feel like a lot of it came from a place of people pleasing or the fear of being alone or disliked. But you're always worrying about losing people or afraid of what they think of you, but who's afraid of losing you? Like, who's afraid of losing you? And that really shifted my perspective when it comes to relationships, because it's actually very true. Like, it was always a place of people, me wanting people to like me, or me wanting people to accept me. But it's like, what if I don't accept them? Like, what if I don't like them? And I feel like that really changes the power dynamic, and it really forces you to actually see the value in yourself, and to know that, you know what, in even if I end up alone, even if I end up friendless for a while, even if I have to be in isolation or solitude for a while to preserve my peace and my well-being, then so be it, because no one is worth you degrading yourself. No one is worth you being at war within yourself because you're afraid to say no, or you're afraid to set a boundary, or you're afraid to, I don't know, disappoint someone. Because one thing that I found is that even when you abide, like when you're the people pleaser, when you're the underdog, it's like everybody's happy except for you. And then when you decide to step out of that and actually make yourself happy and put yourself first, all of a sudden no one's happy. All of a sudden everyone has a problem with you. And I just found that so profound, because it just shows at the end of the day, people are selfish. Like, nobody cares. Like, harsh reality, but nobody genuinely, as long as people are gaining something from you, as long as people are benefiting from you being insecure or the underdog or whatever, they do not care. Like, people tell you they want you to be confident, people tell you that you should stick up for yourself, they tell you, oh, don't speak down on yourself, don't be insecure. But then as soon as you start showing a glimpse of confidence, as soon as you start thinking, you know what, maybe I am worth it, something, you know what, I am more than this, I deserve more than this, then all of a sudden you're arrogant, you're disrespectful, you're too honest, or you're loud. I don't know. People just have a way of twisting things to suit them. And one thing that I also realized from me really pouring into myself is that I am surrounded by narcissism. And it got to a point where I work and I'm like, God, like, what is going on? Like, I'm just surrounded by narcissists. I'm talking about school, work, at home, like, just everywhere. Like, I remember the day I just looked up and said, like, what is going on? Why am I surrounded by such dysfunctional individuals or people or work structures? But then it made me realize that no, I've actually been surrounded by this energy my whole life. But because I actually started to do the work, start seeing the value in me, it's only now that I've actually been able to see. Like, it's like the more I've ascended, like, in myself, or in spirituality, or spiritually, or in God, it's like I've just seen so many things, so many, like, dysfunctional dynamics that I've had in my life. And it's like nothing has changed except for me. And I think that's the thing that you have to realize, especially when you're growing. It's like, it feels like everything around you's changed, or everything around you's different. Or it's like, why is this person treating me this way? Like, why am I being disrespected? Why is this person treating me with such low value? Why are they disrespecting me? But it's like, nothing has changed except for me. The only difference is now that my standard for relationships, the only difference is my view of myself has changed. My tolerance for certain things has changed. That's what has changed. That's why it's like now I'm so, let me say self-aware, or let me say aware. I'm more aware of disrespect now. It's like someone will barge past me and I'm like, I look up and it's like, and they just look up, like, not, there's no, like, I'm like, excuse me, what happened to excuse me? Sorry. Like, it's just little things like that. It's like, can we not apologize? Do people don't apologize for bumping into you anymore? And that's not even to come off like confrontational, like, just to be literally just little things like that. Or like the way people speak to me, or the way people speak, it's like, hold on, like, why are you yelling at me? Like, especially when it comes to someone younger, it's like, I am not your child. Like, why are you yelling at me? And it's just like, wow, to really get to this point and realize the disrespect that I've been tolerating, or the disrespect you've been tolerating. And at that point, it's just normalized. But it's like, no, you have to put your foot down. or it's like as soon as you start having a backbone and standing up for yourself. Like I am um actually one out of 6 kids, so at some point I was very much the target of bullying. I don't like to use the word bullying, but I'm gonna use the word bullying, or like the person that would be made fun of, let's say, or the one that was pushed around, walked all over on. People would call me names, make fun of my weight, do whatever they wanted, and I just take it for the sake of peace or because of causing conflicts, right? And I took it for years, even from my younger siblings. I took it all. And then this year I started doing the work. I mean, I started this work. I've been on this journey for like a couple of years now, guys, but it's only this year something clicked. Um, but yeah, as soon as I decided to fight back or to snap back, it's like, whoa. It's like you just see the way people switch on you, and now all of a sudden you're the bad guy. So all of a sudden you're the villain, and it's like, huh? So when you do it, it's okay. But as soon as I decide, so you know what, I'm putting my foot down, I'm done. It's like, no, now I'm the disrespectful one. Now I'm the violent one. Now I'm the aggressor. Like, now I'm the problem. And it's like, wow. Because when they were doing it, no one cared. No one, in fact, it was quite the norm. But since I do it now, I'm rebellious. I'm becoming a problem. Oh, it's the start of something bad. Like, I just found that so profound. And it just shows you, like, the narratives people tell each other, like, yeah, that narcissistic behavior, or you're in instances where now I'm standing up for myself, now I'm disrespectful. Like, no, it's just really weird to me. But yeah, to link back to the topic of this video, it costs what it costs. You being financially free, it's gonna cost whatever it costs. If it means sleepless night, restless nights, late nights, no going out on the weekends to the club, to the parties, missing out on some outings, whether it's being alone, having less friends, having no friends, being single, not being able to just be your average person, because this channel is for my girlies, as well as anyone out there that knows that their journey, that their path is extraordinary, that they know that they're made for greatness. So we cannot have average experiences. Like the slogan for this channel is elevate your life with Claire, or elevate your vibe with Claire, because basic is not an option. Basic is not an option. Not in this channel, not in this community, not in this circle, because we are not basic people. We are not average people. We are not average women. We're not your typical women that you can find on TikTok or Instagram or whatever. Even though we can be on these platforms, we are not just your everyday smegular, degular. No. Like, I truly believe that there's a group of women out there and here in this channel right now. If you're listening to this, you're probably one of those women. Okay? Especially if you made it far into this video, you're definitely one of those women. Okay? And therefore, we cannot have your average experiences. And that's okay. Because you know what? Sometimes you have to sacrifice now in order to reap something bigger later on. And if that means you don't have the big friendship group, you don't have the girlfriends, you don't have the boyfriend, you don't got, it's fine. Because guys, you know what? We're going to be fine. We may not see where our path leads, but as long as we remain intentional, as long as we stick to the goal, stick to the plan, stay in the word, your source, whatever it is you believe in. Believe in something, guys. If you don't believe in something, I encourage you to find something, whether that's God. For reality, you cannot want an extraordinary life and have ordinary experiences. And I know it's easily said than done. It's easier said than done, because it's so easy to just look around and see your peers living a certain life, having a certain standard or whatever, and you just feel like you're just missing out. Like maybe you may be experiencing a bit of FOMO, which is natural, which is normal for here and there, but you just have to keep your eyes on the goal. Like, make your vision boards, make your plans, make your goals, write them down, write down the vision and make it plain. And honestly, trust in God, the universe, whatever you believe in, that it all will work. Whatever it is, guys, just find something, pour into yourself, connect with yourself, find your center, find a safe space. Even if it's this channel, this channel it's a safe space, y'all. So yeah, I really hope this message resonates. It costs what it costs. Like, if you want to be rich, famous, successful, or whether you want to be successful, live a quiet life, whatever it is, it's gonna cost what it costs. Like, even me being on this channel, guys, I don't know, like, I literally just hit record. Like, I had no script for this video. I literally just hit record and I said, you know what, I'm just gonna speak my stuff. This was what was on my heart, so you know what, I came here and spoke, and I just hope it resonates with someone. And yeah, I'm so excited for this year, and stay tuned for more videos like this. And I'm introducing a lot of new series, which I hope you guys find really interesting. And yeah, guys, keep elevating, and remember that basic is not an option. So when you wake up in the morning and before you go to sleep, remember Auntie Claire, or your sister Claire, said don't settle, don't ever settle. It costs what it costs, okay? Sometimes that will mean we cry a little bit, or we alone a little bit, or we go without for a little bit, but it will all be worth it, okay? Today we do what others don't, so tomorrow we do what others can, okay? You get that when you get home. But seriously, ladies, thank you so much for the support. Yeah, see you guys in the next video.